Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Actraiser. And since last time I've managed to go through a bunch of this and build up my city reasonably well here in Casandora. And this is the one guy that I forgot to build over his little section last time, so I figured I'd show this on screen since it's as much plot as this game has. Yes, we led them to the people that were lost in the desert even after I reigned over the entire desert. Go figure. And okay, so he had already died, so okay, they're gonna bury him by the shrine. And he had a strange scroll, which is just another magic scroll. That's not a big deal. What just happened? And this is the birthplace of music. And we finally get a new theme playing during the simulation part of this game. And so the guy here composed it for the guy wandering in the desert. Oh, that's nice. It's kind of better than the normal music, I guess. I don't have a problem with a lot of the music in this game. It's nothing special, but it's nothing great. I do like the main level themes, like Fillmore Level 1, Bloodpool Level 1. And there's a bunch of the other ones too. I just can't remember all of them off the top of my head. But anyway, now they want to talk to me repeatedly. We found a scroll at the mountain south of here. Okay, they found something else. Good for them. You're not helping. I don't get a chance to do anything today, can I? You're just going to talk non-stop. The ruins, the temple we discovered up toward the north. Apparently there's an issue. Oh, mysterious power. Those who went in, not returned. What? No more dialogue? Alright, let's kill that bat and get him out of the way. Anyway, since I don't think they're gonna build much more when it comes to population, I don't think they're gonna build any more houses. Oh, look at that, they are. Oh, one. Anyway, in order to increase your population, if it's moving pretty slow, you should probably go and seal monsters' lairs, because I can't check now, but if you check how many enemies are stuck in a monster's lair, that has some effect on your population. It's got something to do with like a soul counter or something like that. The more souls, monster souls that are not, I don't know, basically it's a right pain in the ass to have to deal with it, but you can't increase your population if you don't take out the monsters. And they found a bow and arrow, which is just the stronger thing for the angel here, which of course doesn't matter right now. Anyway, they're not going to do much of anything because they need... Oh, apparently they're going to do a little bit. Ah, look at that. Well, I'll fast forward through a bunch of this stuff since they're just going to create some more houses for me. And I'll pop back whenever they're done building, and then we can go and move on with whatever's next. Okay, we're back, and apparently there wasn't much else that they wanted to build, just a couple more times. Anyway, we could take on the pyramid there, but we can... Oops, and I forgot to do something. Let's move this back. In order to actually do this, we need to take the music offering. And there's a bunch of stuff here, but what we want is the music, and no, we don't want anything else. I'll pick up other things later. It's not a lot of it's all that important right now. So anyway, once we have that, we can come back to Bloodpool, and if you remember, they were quarreling with each other and they refused to build any more houses. So what I'm going to do is you use the offering, use the music, and they get the theme from Casandora. And it will eliminate their quarrels, soothing their hearts. How nice. And they've extended their borders to the ocean. And they now have the compass, or they've developed a compass. And that's their latest offering. And we can take that offering too, because that'll be useful. The other thing I want to take is the magical stardust. I know I haven't really been showing off any of the magic in this game, but that's just because I don't really need it. But anyway, they now have a boat here, does all this stuff, and they should be ready to build some more. Yay! I also need to take down all of the old buildings, so I'm going to use the earthquake spell to get that rolling and build a bunch more, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, these guys are done building, and as you can see, there's a lot of buildings, but it's not completely full. Well, that's kind of because I built way too many bridges. Basically, I went and screwed it up when I did that. I think I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, too many bridges, and anytime you do a bridge, you can't build a house, and that, I think these houses can support about 8 people in your population, so basically, I screwed up. Anyway, once we do that, you can actually check down here in status of cities, and if you look down the middle under the stat column there, the growth, that basically shows you the growth of each of your cities. And since I haven't done the final 3, there's none there. And Fillmore is slow at this point, and Bloodpool, we have actually maxed out our population. You can technically get higher population, but because of the amount of bridges, I cannot. And it'll also say slow if there's something you need to do. In my case, we need to head back over to Fillmore now that we have the compass, and we can introduce them to, well, let's just do it and we'll find out. They can now navigate the seas. Okay. Now what? Skills of deep sea fishing. And bound to yield curious finds. I wonder if that'll give us anything. And I still have some old houses here that I can probably take down. So basically at this point you're waiting for this boat to go off screen and then pop back, and then you'll get some new prizes. Well, in the meantime, I'll use the quake spell here and take down some of these old houses. And now they should be able to build up some better ones that support greater populations. So while they're building, I will go off screen and come back once they're done, and once that boat comes back with treasure for me. Well, that didn't take very long at all. Okay. And they found a strange jewel. Oh, cool. I think they still need to build some, do they? Nope, maxed out the population at 906. Okay, perfect. Anyway, while I'm here, I might as well take that jewel. Can't remember what it is. No, I believe that jewel is just the source of life, which is basically a free life. I'm not going to use any of these until the final area, because that's where they actually matter. You don't need a lot of them in other areas. So now that we have the opportunity and we've cleared out all we need to do in Fillmore and in Bloodpool, we can come back to Cassandora and fight monsters in Stage 2. Or is it Act 2? Whatever. And we get, I don't know, impaled on the top of the pyramid. And here we have Cassandora Act 2. And here is the pyramid level. So of course there will be random Egyptian related stuff, and mummies and sphinxes shooting arrows to my face, sandworms or sand snakes or something like that. Anyway, take that guy down before he shoots me in the face. Do not jump instantly, otherwise he will do that to you, and that's not helping game. This guy is really annoying because you need to time your jumps just right, and there's a very small window for timing that. These guys don't bother with because it's hard to kill them where they are, considering they need 3 hits instead of just 1. If they only needed 1, it wouldn't be a big deal. This is a source of magic, which is for a spell that I forgot to set, even though I picked it up. Oh well, only so much you can remember to do, I guess. Yeah, the magic I haven't really gone over a lot in this game. No, Okay, I've gone the wrong way. Anyway, yeah, I haven't really gone over magic all that much because it's not really necessary for the first few areas. I will probably start to make use of it a little bit. Go away. But not too much because I don't want to be dependent on magic to take out most bosses. This is a 1-up. You do want to hold to the left so that you don't end up falling down that pit because that's all it is, and if you ride that thing it'll end up getting you killed. And these guys just die. Nothing to worry about. Oh, just barely made it. Do not bother with that guy. He's too annoying. Get an apple. Pop over here. These guys never seem to want to let me off right away. No! They never want to... They always seem to be in a bad spot so that I can never get off. This might be the most annoying area in this entire, in all of Casandora, if I could use words. And these things will fall on your head if you walk, so you have to kind of jump, and for some reason I have issues even making them stop firing when I'm jumping. I don't know why. I know that that's how you're supposed to deal with them. But anyway, you want to be careful as you progress that you don't go too fast, because unfortunately a lot of times when you're jumping up to a new area, those Sphinx guys, like right here, will be right in the way and you'll just jump into an arrow to the face. Which probably not as deadly as an arrow to the knee, but oh well. Anyway, you don't want to jump right away because they spawn right on the edge and they'll push you back into the spikes, which, believe it or not, actually hurts. Here you want to slow down because these spikes are instant death. You do not want to run into them. This will actually drop into the instant death spike, so you cannot jump on it right away. You'll just end up dead. Alright, you pretty much have to take a hit there. Otherwise, you're not getting through. And I screwed up. You're not supposed to get that, oops, bad timing, the health there until after fighting him. My screw up. But it's not going to be all that important because here's the boss. Anyway, oops, bad timing. Anyway, in order to beat this guy, you just need to dodge that. Ooh, crap. Oh, come on. You can also sacrifice yourself and just wail on him like this, which will work eventually. You can try and jump over that blast, the arrow blast, and those arrows keep coming from either side because those little small sphinxes will appear periodically. So it's a pain in the ass having to try and dodge two things at once. So because it's simple enough to just take a beating and still deliver damage, I find that works quite well, just as trying to dodge them would. And they're happy that I sealed it. Apparently the guy lost in the desert was enticed by the magical power that drew everyone else to the pyramid. Okay. Anyway, they can deal with everything themselves, but they still have things to tell me. Oh, they can work on their own, but now they're suffering from the plague. That's great, yeah. Anyway, they need some herbs, or some herbs, depending on your pronunciation, in order to heal them. Though I do believe I can build a little bit at this point. Can't I? Maybe not. No, I guess I can't build any more people right now. Which means we'll have to progress to the next area, which will be Marahana? I don't know. Anyway, this will be our next destination that we'll be taking on next time on Let's Play Actraiser. And yeah, I'll see you guys then.